sheer force of the collision, the explosion it would create, and the immediate destruction it would bring, the devastation would be unlike anything Earth has ever seen. The moment of impact would be unlike anything Earth has ever experienced. As the rogue planet closes in, the sky would be completely dominated by its massive form. It wouldn't be a slow collision. This thing would be moving at an unimaginable speed, likely tens of thousands of miles per hour. The sheer force of that much mass traveling so fast would release more energy than all the nuclear weapons on Earth combined. The impact itself would be an explosion on a planetary scale. If the rogue planet were similar in size to Earth, the force of the collision would likely crack the planet's crust open, sending molten rock and debris flying into space. A blinding fireball would engulf entire continents in seconds. Shockwaves would ripple through the atmosphere, flattening everything in their path. The impact zone itself wouldn't just be destroyed, it would be vaporized instantly. Mountains would be turned to dust, oceans would boil away, and anything even remotely close to ground zero wouldn't stand a chance. But the destruction wouldn't stop there. The force of the impact would send massive seismic waves racing through the Earth, causing earthquakes stronger than anything ever recorded. These quakes wouldn't just shake the ground, they would rip the planet's crust apart, creating massive fissures that could stretch for thousands of miles. Entire continents could shift, and some land masses might even sink into the ocean. Then come the tsunamis. If the rogue planet hit the ocean, the explosion would create waves so massive they would make even the biggest known tsunamis look tiny in comparison. These waves wouldn't just hit coastlines, they would travel inland for hundreds of miles, wiping out entire cities and reshaping the geography of the planet. Even landlocked regions wouldn't be safe, as floods and rising sea levels would follow. In the atmosphere, things wouldn't be any better. The collision would send trillions of tons of rock and debris hurtling into the sky, blocking out the sun and creating a choking, thick cloud of dust that would plunge the planet into darkness. The heat from the impact would ignite global firestorms, burning forests, cities, and anything else that could catch fire. The world would turn into a smoldering, ash-covered wasteland in a matter of hours. And then, the long-term effects would begin. As we move on, we'll explore what happens after the initial destruction, the devastating climate changes, the collapse of ecosystems, and the grim reality of what life, if any, could survive in the aftermath. After the initial chaos of the impact, Earth would begin to experience one of the harshest climates imaginable. The atmosphere, now filled with debris, would block out sunlight for months, even years. The planet would plunge into a prolonged darkness, triggering what's known as an impact winter. Without sunlight, temperatures would plummet worldwide. In many areas, the freezing temperatures would make it impossible for life to survive.